Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Fakhr Tabassum, teaching as a trained graduate teacher in AMU ABK Girls High School. Today I am going to teach about nutrition and different types of nutrition. Yes, girls, nutrition is the process of taking food by an organism. So this nutrition is the process by which organism intake food. Nutrition is not only the intake of food, but it is utilization, that is its intake, that is its digestion, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion. The nutrition is one of the most important life process which is essential for all life processes because it provides energy. It is essential for all life processes which are respiration, digestion, excretion, transportation. All these life processes are essential. It could not take place without nutrition. The nutrition, I would like to tell you, is one of the most important process by which each and every organism produce energy. This nutrition is of two types. There are two types of nutrition by which an organism obtain energy. One is autotrophic nutrition, another is heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is that nutrition in which auto means cell and nutrition means food. So autotrophic nutrition is that nutrition by which an organism prepare its own food with the help of four raw materials, that is inorganic materials, carbon dioxide and water, with the help of sunlight as a source of energy, and chlorophyll is the green pigment which is present in all organisms. So with the help of these four raw materials, carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll, they prepare food as carbohydrate. Simplest carbohydrate is C6H12O6. But this carbohydrate is stored in plants as starch. So all green plants and some bacteria prepare their food by this autotrophic mode of nutrition. So they are called as autotrophs simply. But today I am going to tell you about different types of heterotrophic nutrition. Hetero means different, trophos means food. So those organisms which obtain their food from different means, from different sources, they are called as heterotrophs, and they are unable to prepare their food by themselves. They obtain their food by different sources, from different organisms, but that different organism may be from animal source or from plant source. So these organisms which cannot be able to prepare their food, they are called as heterotrophs. So this heterotrophic mode of nutrition is of three types. That is, so today I will tell you about different types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. There are various types of heterotrophic means, but today I am going to discuss about three basic types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. One is parasitic mode of nutrition. Parasitic mode of nutrition is that nutrition in which an organism obtain or derive its food from another living organism. So that mode of nutrition is called as parasitic mode of nutrition, and the organism is called as parasite. But the organism which derive its food from that organism is called as host. So host is that organism from which a parasite obtain its food. These parasites obtain their food from living organism, and they may be endoparasite or ectoparasite. Endoparasites are those parasites which live inside the body of living organism. These endoparasites may be tapeworm or roundworm. They harm the body of host organism. And ectoparasite, they survive on the body surface of another living organism. They may be fleas and have lungs. So they damage or they cause harm to the host body. Sometimes they eat up the food of these host organisms and cause damage to the entire digestive tract, and they cause sometimes weight loss because they eat up the food of host organism. They also reduces the weight of host organism, and in total we can say that these parasite causes harm to the host body. Another type of heterotrophic mode of nutrition is saprotrophic mode of nutrition. It is also called as saprophytism or saprophytic mode of nutrition. They are those organisms which derive their food directly from dead and decaying matter. These organisms, they obtain their food from these dead organic matter with the help of lytic enzymes. They dissolve that material, and from that dissolved material they obtain nutrients. So they may be yeast, mushrooms, bread mold and various fungus. They are called as saprophyte. Another type of heterotrophic mode of nutrition is called as holozoic mode of nutrition. It is one of the most important mode of nutrition by which organisms obtain their food from other living organisms. But they obtain, either they eat up the whole organism or they eat up the parts of that organism. These are called as holotrophs. They may be small organisms like amoeba and large organisms like large fishes which eat up the small fishes, insect which eat up, frog eat insects and fishes eat small fishes, and human beings are also use this mode of nutrition. So there are three types of general heterotrophic mode of nutrition, but there are other types also, that is insectivorous nutrition, which is also a type of heterotrophic mode, and similarly mixotrophic nutrition, which takes place in case of Euglena, is the only organism which uses this heterotrophic mode of nutrition, which uses both heterotrophic as well as autotrophic mode of nutrition. In case of pitcher plants and Venus flytrap, they obtain their food from insects. They eat up insects and they fulfill their nitrogenous requirements with the help of insect. That is also a heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So that's all about these heterotrophic mode of nutrition. These are some examples of saprotrophic mode, that is yeast and mushrooms. They are saprotrophs which feed on dead and decaying matter. Parasitic nutrition like tapeworm, which is an endoparasite, and lice is an ectoparasite. They derive their food from other living organisms and harm the body of the host organism. Holozoic organisms are human beings and amoeba. These are two examples, but there are lot of examples which uses this mode of nutrition. These are also examples of these saprotrophs and parasites. Now we will proceed to the nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba is one of the most important unicellular organism. Although it is very small, it uses this heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is called as holozoic nutrition. This amoeba is omnivorous. It has nucleus, plasma membrane and food vacuole. It has no mouth and no anus. The problem is that how they eat up food and they utilize that food to produce energy. So this amoeba has food vacuole and plasma membrane with pseudopodia that help in this entire process of nutrition. They digest the food, they intake food. This amoeba unicellular organism has all 5 stages of digestion and nutrition. They intake food, that is ingestion of food takes place with the help of pseudopodia. Pseudopodia are nothing but they are finger-like structures. They circumvallate, they surround the insects or surrounding insect with the help of pseudopodia. This process is called as circumvallation, and with the help of this pseudopodia they ingest food. Ingestion takes place with the help of pseudopodia. When this food is get ingested, it is acted upon by digestive enzymes that help in breakdown of this insect into small particles with the help of digestive enzymes. So breaking down takes place with the help of digestive enzymes. Once this insect is broken down, then it gets absorbed with the help of certain food vacuole present in them, and this food particles move along with the cytoplasm. This process of movement of this food particle is called as cyclosis. After that, this food particle get absorbed, then it get assimilated, and useful particles are formed like carbohydrate, protein, fat according to requirement or need of the amoeba. And after that, some particles get undigested, which moves out with the help of its plasma membrane. So in case of amoeba, ingestion and egestion takes place with the help of this plasma membrane. It has no mouth, no anus, but this two processes, that is ingestion, intake of food, and egestion, expelling out of undigested food, takes place with the help of plasma membrane by the process of diffusion. Now we will proceed a little bit about nutrition in human beings. In human beings, nutrition takes place with the help of a well-developed digestive system that consists of digestive canal, and that is also called as alimentary canal. Alimentary canal, as well as there are certain digestive glands which help in digestion of food and production of energy. This digestive system consists to start from mouth, and then there is food pipe called as esophagus. In esophagus there is no digestion, but digestion starts from mouth, because mouth contains salivary glands that contain important enzyme, that is salivary amylase, which help in digestion of carbohydrate. After that, food proceed to the food pipe, esophagus, then it will move to the stomach, that is a J-shaped structure in which food get digested with the help of three important materials, three important things. First, there is production of HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, which helps in providing acidic medium that help in activation of pepsin enzyme that help in the digestion of protein. Next, there is production of mucus, which protect the lining of the stomach from the action of acid. This production of hydrochloric acid in the stomach also help in killing bacteria which may move from the food. After that, from the stomach, this food moves into the small intestine. In the small intestine, three juices will enter. One juice will enter from the liver, that is called as bile juice, and that is poured into this small intestine with the help of bile duct that help in emulsification or breakdown of large fat molecules into small fat molecules, and fat is broken down into fatty acids and cholesterol. And after that, some juices also enter from